Welcome again. We continue working in the topic of our next briefing presentation of the video address of the relatives of the Heavenly Hundred. We address the Ukraine waters. Among our speakers, Volodymyr Golodniuk, father of Ustym Golodniuk, hero of Heavenly Hundred, and Roman Savchak, director of the Social Project Center I Want to Live.
Good afternoon. In fact, the video we would like to show you today has the following idea. Day after tomorrow, everybody, us Ukrainians, will go to our election stations and we will elect our new Ukrainian power authorities. We will see how it will communicate with us Ukrainians. So we are trying to strive for some higher values, and the center of our social project I Want to Live, they created the chain of projects in order to understand that we are Ukrainians, we are responsible for our choice. As well, I would like we understand that when we will cast our votes for this or that candidate, to remember all the events of 2 years that happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago was very unique and threatening happenings in the heart of Ukrainian capital. The Ukrainians were shot, the Ukrainians who fought for high ideas for our country to develop, to be European type country, to be clean country. So everything is changing rapidly in our environment. So you should understand those people. You should understand that they lost their relatives and spouses in Maidan times. They were beaten, and many people, they did not stop their activity. Many of them, like Volodymyr Golodniuk, they grabbed their willpower and proceeded and progressed ahead. So I'd like that we understand that in these elections we should not cast our votes for some promised goods or copyright efforts. We must understand that we are speaking about the fighting of marketologists who will be better in better text and better more convincing advertising, convincing promotion. Please do hear those people. The people are standing here. They watched a lot in their lives. This video is a social one, and it is being disseminated free of charge with the use of regional TV channels and via social networks. That's why please make copies, please disseminate and share this video. Again, we address the mass media. If everybody will remember what price have we paid for that, then it will not be repeated. And thank you very much. I give floor to Volodymyr Golodniuk, father of Ustym Golodniuk, one of the Heavenly Hundred, a boy in a blue helmet. All around the world, everybody knows him. This person said that my son was killed, but I will do all my best in order to save the life of other our children that are fighting in the east of Ukraine. So he will tell you everything about the choice. Good.
Я думав,
Actually, I thought for a long time what I have to say in my address to the voters. Two major ideas I would like to convey this message. First of all, you have to go and vote. Because I also had different minds. I was disappointed in something over the last 2 years. There hasn't been any change to transformations we expected. We thought that in a year or two we would join the EU, we would join Europe, and we'll live a decent life without no bloodshed. But our expectations did not come true, and perhaps some of the people became absolutely disappointed and frustrated. I believe you never have to surrender and to give up hope. We have to take part in those elections. If you fail to appear at the polling stations, somebody else will use our votes and vote for us, and the ballots already prepared. As Roman said, we should not vote for some nice picture, but we have to shoulder the responsibility for our choice. If you're assured in the qualities and good traits of this person, vote for him or her. And if you decide to sell your voice or your vote, you just think what the consequences will be. Somebody for a pack of the porridge or the buckwheat, somebody for some of the canned fisher meat, so they would. So think what happened. We should avoid another sad lessons like that. My friends supported me and they said, Volodymyr, people have to hear you. Somebody has to convey this message to them that they have to create Ukraine. I believe that perhaps these elections will not change Ukraine the way we would like it to change, but this will be maybe the first small step towards the creation of the Ukraine we would like to have. So please do not sell your votes for the sake of those young people, males and females who sacrifice their lives for our freedom. Glory to Ukraine. We would like to present at this point of time the video film, which we would like to disseminate all over Ukraine, and tomorrow on Saturday, when the political propaganda is forbidden, this video has a legal right to be transmitted because it doesn't contain any political propaganda or, let's say, or some kind of advertisement. Thank you. Heavenly 100.
Стали героями за покликом серця, за покликом душі.
Okay, they became the patriots according to the call of their soul and hearts. And actually, I would like them to be those young boys when we were school children. Sometimes maybe a bit hooligans in their minds, but they, without even thinking about that, just sacrifice their life for the sake of this country, for the benefit of this country. I really wish that everybody votes without selling their voice as a voice. I understand that people have different, let's say, likes and dislikes, but if we paid such a dear price for this country, we would like to everybody to recognize himself or herself to be the citizen of this country, not to sell the future of his or her children.
If we will think ahead how to live tomorrow, Ukraine will be the most powerful state, the most powerful nation that will be able, I dare say, to be leader of the entire world, the entire globe. When you do your choice, when you make your choice on 25th of October, please remember Maidan. Thank you very much, friends. Roman and Volodymyr, please take your place at the rostrum. I start with the questions that the 1.5 years already passed from the time the Euromaidan is ended, and unfortunately not at least criminal proceedings is completed, and our Prosecutor General's office shows sabotage attitude to these processes. What to do in this case? How to make it possible? The question is very difficult because in my mind we do not have answer to this question. Yes, of course we would like that Europe trust us and they trust that we are a country of justice and the guilty people to be punished. Unfortunately, immediately we couldn't transform all the law enforcement structure and judicial system. Sometimes they say that yes, we have a war in the east of Ukraine. It's actually not anti-terroristic operation, it's a war. We have an enemy and this enemy has its goal to put the end to our country. And of course, influential factors are that nothing has changed at the key officials' court. And the approach in this to this challenge hasn't changed. No results. Again, you couldn't blame the West once and once again. But of course, if the certain foreign practice, best practices that we may share, then probably we should approach to them. And I will not blame anybody now without facts and figures in hand. Say the investigation is somehow going on, but not to the extent we would like to see it. As they say, as 2 weeks in the West, it takes them 2 weeks in order to punish guilty, in order to put them into jail. Now we have 2 years without any consequences. So thank you, Volodymyr. Probably there are certain questions.
Victoria Svetlova Politica, I have kind of clarification. Speaking about that video, this is one version of the this video, or maybe some other people are involved in that, or where are you going to, how are you going to demonstrate that? Maybe we can repost it or whatever. This video was shot by the video of the Social Project Center I Want to Live. This video is posted on the YouTube channel and also in the Facebook page on the Requiem book and Heavenly 100. This is a kind of comprehensive project to pay tribute to the memory of those who were killed on Maidan, and now we are going to move ahead and give and to create something like that. I mean, a social, the social value. This video is going to be transmitted on different public and private TV channels, but the major emphasis would like to place on the social networks. In our press release and currently the Ukraine Crisis Media Center website, after this briefing is over, there will be a reference or link to YouTube channel. So anybody who would like to have an access to that video, they can do that. They can repost it and disseminate it in your circle of your acquaintances, not only in your, because the doctor is required for not for the healthy persons but for sick ones. Again, we have another video file and some 5 separate or individual video tapes, shorter, and we have some specific phrases. Me as the journalists and my colleagues, we selected those. We believe them to be instrumental to impact the thoughts of the viewers. And also there will be the links on the UCMC website, the link to the reference. Also in the UCMC ua.org, we are going to have the press release and the reference or the link to this video tape, and some maybe even if you don't object, also to those 5 shorter ones which you mentioned. Ukraine Crisis Media Center also will have the link to this video after 1500 today. Also, we'd like we have the request to the media, mass media. This is a social video. You have the right to actually to use that absolutely without any reservations or any limitations. I'm addressing now to the editors to use this to put this video on your media pages, etc. And without spending too much resources, we would be able to influence the mentality of some of our people. There are already some comments, and people start to discuss that, and they say that our nation cannot unite, and this nation is doomed. We should not say that. There are a lot of problems, but I'm positive that our nation is a unique one. In order for us to unite, we have to do something about that. And maybe this one will be 1 billionth on as a component, for us to unite. So let's move ahead until we realistically unite and do what we are going to do together. And we are talking about.
Thank you, Roman. Thank you,
very much.
Vladimir.
Thank you.
Our briefing is
both.
over.
And we wish you. And wish you our success in endeavors. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. Thank you.
Має бажання, то можу прямо зараз, якщо маєте інтернет, вам сказати, що прогуглите, і ви будете мати відео.
Так а що, у вас є на Фейсбуку сторінка, хочу жити, так?
Ні, воно на ресурсі «Хочу жити» – це організація. Книга «Реквієм» – це власне проект, який це «Реквієм. Небесна сотня». Книга «Реквієм. Небесна сотня», і ви зразу вийдете книга «Реквієм». І навіть якщо не потрібно там просто підписати, вже зразу вийдете на сторінку цього в Фейсбуці цього проекту. І перше топі відео, які є, це щасливі, подякую. Тому що ми це знімали, власне, коли Франківську було відкриття пам'ятника. І всі були визначені теж. Хто захоче, почує.
Можно говорить? Нет. Звонок закончен. Еще раз можно.
Здравствуйте, как вы нас слышите?
Ну да.
Слышите, да?
Алло, алло.
Алло, вы нас слышите? Вы нас слышите? Что они
А у
делают?
вас микрофон красный.
Вы предупредили, они нас не
Должен
будут
быть?
видеть.
Да.
Должен быть, да. Просто она, наверное, думает, почему не видно, и поэтому вешает трубку. Она будет только слышать.
Дашенька, ты нас слышать видеть не должна, ты только слышать будешь.
Как вы нас слышите?
Вот тебя слышно.
Кризисный
Нас
медиацентр, нас слышно?
Нет, слышно?
Слышно хорошо?
только шипение.
Подожди, молчи, Даша.
У нас сегодня были уже скайпы, поэтому если шипение, пусть решают на той стороне проблему. У нас все нормально.
Нет, на нашей стороне скажи, что нет. Сейчас, погоди секунду. Сейчас, подожди.
Раз, два, три. Как слышно? Прием.
Я вообще не слышу ничего. Даша, скажи что-нибудь.
Слышишь?
Вы нас слышите? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Отлично.
О, все. Слава Богу.
Пусть ответит нормально. Ответьте нам, чтобы мы вас послушали.
Отвечаю, слышу. Отлично?
Да, слышно. Все, будем на связи.
Душенька? Да. А мы можем поднять проектор повыше? Повыше можем, конечно. Или сейчас будет. Или наоборот камеру, подожди, а ну-ка, секунду.
Okay, they're gonna introduce you right now. Okay, can we hear them?